Together we are but first coffee. Susie's just our host, but what matters most is we are a team. Together we are all safe here, and so are you. Among friends and mods we are safe. We talk about trauma, break down drama of life, death, happy or sad, even mad. We discuss it all here. Together we will thrive, not just survive. We will dry each other's tears, celebrate big or small wins, and chase away the fears. Together we fight cults or fight addictions. If not with experience, with love, and we don't judge. Please understand, this is a safe place to land. Please understand, you're not alone. This is a safe place to land. Together we thrive, not just survive. We will dry each other's tears, celebrate big or small wins, and chase away the fears. Because we are but first coffee, and Susie welcomes us all here. Together we are but first coffee, and Susie.
Hey, everybody. Welcome
Hello.
back. Look who's here.
Hey guys, happy Friday.
Yeah, right. It feels like this has been a very long week, and I don't know why. It
It
just
has.
really does. It
Mhm.
really does feel like a long week. I don't know. Even Mark, I think it was on Tuesday that he said
Mhm.
that he kept thinking that it was Thursday all day. Like,
Mm.
it just felt like a Thursday. And I said, "You're not even close, babe." So yeah, he's glad it's Friday. He's off on Fridays, so he's off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So he works from home, but
Oh,
he usually just doubles up and works longer, like early in the morning, and all
mhm.
weekend, and that way he has kind of the afternoons off.
Okay.
So anyway, I hope everybody's having a good day. I don't know what the
Yeah.
temperature is where you're at, but it's still 95 degrees here.
Yeah, it's pretty steamy here still too. It's only going to get hotter, I've heard.
Yeah. My husband and Mark and I were out this morning, and it was when we came back from taking Max to the vet. She got spayed today, but when we took her to the vet and we came back, so it was still early because we had to have her there at 8 o'clock, and so we came
Mhm.
straight back, so like 8:30, and it
Mhm.
was already getting warm. And then we walked over about noon or so to our daughter's, which is just next door. And when we
Mhm.
came back, I said, "It is so hot." The air felt like it was heavy. So I don't
Yeah,
know what the humidity was, but pretty high, I'm sure.
that's humidity. They
Oh,
up
humidity.
here they call it the air you can wear.
Yeah, that's what it is here too.
Yeah.
It is terrible, terrible.
Mhm.
I mean, we have really high humidity. It's like it's awful. I mean,
Mhm.
I can't imagine. But today it just felt worse. Like it always, feels humid and stuff, but today it really felt like that you ought to be able to, to grab the air.
Scoop it up, yeah.
Yeah, like be able to scoop it.
Mhm.
So how have you been doing? I know your wife is recovering, so that's good.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just embracing my role as caregiver. It's been a little
Yeah.
while, so I had to knock the rust off.
Yeah, I know. I'm usually the one getting taken care of. So when Mark had his little bout with kidney cancer, and I say little bout because it seemed like we found out he had it, they got rid of it, and they were saying he's going to be in the hospital like 3 weeks, and that he was going to be in rehab for like 3 weeks, and he went home like 4 days later, like and
Mm.
was home. I was just like, wow,
Yeah,
He
not
said,
like those marathon sessions that you had for sure.
yeah. And Keela beats me when she goes in. It's like, well,
Good Lord, I
boy,
know.
they need to name wings after her.
Pretty soon.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and check in with the chat a little bit, and then we're
Alrighty.
gonna get started. Today we're talking about people in like the cyber type industry that are disabled. And
Mhm.
I will apologize, about half of the ones that I got that are in the actual just the cyber end of it, I couldn't find pictures for, but it's because they're just
Mhm.
regular people just doing their regular jobs, they're not
Right,
like famous for it or whatever. So, I mean, I found
right.
some pictures, but they were just so grainy and, that
Mm.
I thought, well, I'm not going to
Well, they're
relive
rock stars
it.
to us, so.
They are rock stars to us. So,
Mhm.
anyway, I did find some, and of course, the ones with
Okay.
the YouTube channels, they were easy to find
Oh, yeah,
pictures for. So,
sure. Okay.
everybody, it is good to see you. Mischief did put a deal running across the bottom to please get your pictures in. I'm going to try to sit down, if nothing else, maybe in the car when we're on vacation. It'd be one of the things that I do when we're driving to
Mm,
try to get all the pictures together for the new intro. Now it's going to be the same music and the outro. I just want to change the video portion of it to a bunch
I
of
was gonna say
pictures.
I was gonna
So
say,
they
don't you
all
dare
look.
change that song. I sing it all the
Yeah,
time now. I know every word.
I know. I'd be in trouble if I changed it. People tell me,
Yeah,
no, no, no.
we love that song.
Yeah, yeah, and they'll hear about it. Like people will tell them about it, and they'll come over just to listen to it. So that's kind of cool.
Aw,
Made me
that
feel
is
good,
cool.
kind of. But
Yeah.
anyway, pictures of yourselves, your kids, your grandkids, your dogs, your house, your flowers, your garden. I don't care. It's our
Mhm.
community. It's our family. Whatever you would send to your family, that's what I want. So, you know, let's
Absolutely.
get those pictures in. I've got
Mm.
several, but I don't have enough. I want more. Give me more, people. Give me more. So it is good to see everybody. Mayor, it is
Mm.
always good to see you and Mischief. She's in the back office now. She got back on. Her computer and mine were both giving us a little trouble a while ago, so we're glad
Yeah,
to be back
grandmas.
on. Now if her electricity will just stay on. Yesterday it went off about, I don't know, 2/4 or 2/3 of the way through the show it went off.
Mm.
So
Yeah, we've been lucky this year. In past years, when it gets, into those triple digits,
yeah.
we have brownouts and stuff because the
Yeah.
grid is so stressed from all the air conditioners.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Absolutely.
we've been lucky this year, knock on wood.
Yeah. Oh boy. So let's see here. Mischief is here. Lori Driscoll is here. Good to see
Hi,
you. No
Lori.
coffee yet. Yeah. Oh, but she's full on Papa John's pizza.
I
There you
know.
go. I didn't get any pizza today either, but the weekend's coming up. I might have
I don't know
to.
what it is with this chat. We always end up talking about food in the end, don't we?
I know. Always goes back to food. We should change the name from But First Coffee to But First Food.
But for snacks.
That's right. So
We got
Evie
Ben
is
Bacon.
here.
We got Ben Bacon bits singing in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let me see here. What's this? Let's see here. It was the nearest, and it had 30% off. Yeah.
Oh, trauma feeding my feelings.
Yes, I get it.
Oh, I love Lori. She's a nut.
Oh, I know.
We've
I
had some
know.
video chats where she's at, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I like
We got
her.
some fun people in our community.
Yeah, we do. We
Mhm.
really do. Look at everybody. I'm just kind of leaving you alone when you're talking to each other, though. Oh,
Mm.
wow. Mayor says that it's 61 degrees Celsius and it's been pouring rain most of the day.
Oh God, and that makes it worse because that makes the humidity even higher.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ben's here. Good to see you. Don't be talking about tacos. I'm
Oh
hungry,
yes,
y'all. I'm
I
hungry.
love
I've
tacos.
got dinner in the oven. I put a meatloaf in, and I don't know.
Oh.
I like meatloaf, but go for some
Mm-hmm.
tacos.
Mm-hmm. Cheese enchiladas.
Mhm. Cheese enchiladas. I haven't had any in a while. I mean, I'm
No.
serious, like probably a month or more.
Oh
It's been
wow.
a while. That's a long time for me.
Yeah. You're slipping.
Mhm, I know. Well, Mark will say, "Do you wanna go to town?" And I'm like, "Not really." It's too
Yeah,
hot.
that's
I don't
true.
wanna do
And this
anything.
In this heat, nobody wants to do anything.
Exactly. Mare says it's like her sister's lung cancer. She like found it, took it out. Yeah. No
No
chemo, no
chemo?
radiation. That's so good.
Wow.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, no
That's how it
kidding.
was the first time that they got my cancer, that I had breast cancer, was they went in. I did have the double mastectomy,
Mhm.
but no chemo, no radiation, nothing. But then a year later, it came back,
Mhm.
and then I had to
And
have all
all the
that.
fun starts, yeah.
Yeah. And then 13 years again. So,
Mm.
oh, Ben is feeling it today.
Yeah, he's been on a roll last couple days.
I know it. Yeah, Mare said that her electric went off less than 10 minutes after Mischief's did yesterday. That's
Oof.
crazy.
Yeah, the only thing worse than this heat is dealing with this heat with no AC. Oh,
Oh, I know.
way.
Just a quiet, peaceful dances. I've chosen not to eat today. You do a
Mm,
lot of that though, don't you? A lot of that. The word just went out of my head.
mm.
Fasting.
Fasting, yeah. This is probably a useful bit of knowledge, but I saw something on Facebook yesterday, and it made me feel so old.
Oh
It
no.
said it said that the do you remember the well, you live in Oklahoma, you guys weren't affected by it, but there was something that we referred to up here as the Great Blackout of 2003.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
It was parts of Canada, New York, Pennsylvania, Michigan, a lot of states were affected by it. It was like
Yeah.
millions of people were without power for days,
Wow. Ugh.
and that was 22 years ago.
Wow.
And I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember we had all the kids and we were sleeping on the living room floor because it has
Mhm.
the biggest windows. So we were trying desperately to get any
Oh, wow.
breeze we could because we didn't have fans or AC or anything. Oh, it was
And we had
horrible.
kind of the opposite problem. It's been probably 16, maybe 18 years ago.
Mhm.
We had an ice storm and it knocked the electric out for 13 days. And
Oh my
I
god.
mean, no electric, you couldn't really get around, because it was
Wow.
so much ice and everything. And we had the pool and we just like would use water out of the pool, break the ice and get water out of the pool to flush the toilets and stuff.
Oh my
But we
goodness.
didn't have heat and all that, so
Well,
everybody was
yeah,
staying at our
that's
house. It was
that's pretty much a rare thing down there in the South. I remember I lived
yeah.
in Tulsa many years ago when I was in my 20s, and, I remember the first time they got snowfall, I got such a kick out of it. People were outside standing on their porches taking pictures of it like they had never
Yeah.
seen snow before, and I'm like, "It's just a
We get it
Tuesday in
some
Michigan."
now. I mean, we don't get a lot, but we
Mm-mm.
do get it, and sometimes it'll be, I don't know, maybe a foot deep or something, but
Oh,
not
really?
often, not often. So, I
Hmm.
don't know. Well, anyway, I guess we can go ahead and get started. I've got some slides to show, so that that means that that's why one of the reasons, not the reason, but one of the reasons why John is here, because y'all know that I'm blind as a bat.
That's right, I'm the
Yeah.
Susie whisperer.
Yeah. So, now these are some of them that I think there's 3 pages that I did get pictures for and probably 3 or 4 that I didn't get pictures for, so
Alright, you wanna do it like we normally do and just trade
yeah,
them
sounds
off?
good to me.
Alright. Alright, I'll let you go first.
Okay. Notable disabled and neurodivergent cyber tech professionals. Monique Morrow, she's a Swiss American, a digital accessibility and identity. Though not personally disabled, she is a pioneer in building inclusive digital identity systems and leads efforts to ensure secure access for displaced and undocumented individuals worldwide.
Hmm,
Her initiatives reflect a core belief in access for all.
that's awesome. We talk
Yeah.
about that, that's been a common thread among a lot of these too, is that, just making just everyday,
Yeah.
not only technology, but just everyday things accessible to everybody. It's mind-blowing to me how many places still are not accessible to disabled
Mhm.
people.
What gets
So
me is that in her instance,
mhm.
that we actually, in this day and age, still have to have somebody working on that. you
Yeah,
know?
are fighting for it. Yeah,
Yeah. Doesn't it
absolutely.
just seem like that by now that it should just be, but
It
it's
should be
not.
ingrained in society at this
Yeah,
point, but
but
yeah,
it's just not.
yeah. So next we
Mm.
have Liz Henry, who's a neurodivergent technologist and accessibility activist, senior release manager at Twitch, former Mozilla Firefox bugmaster, co-founded Double Union, a feminist hackerspace, and champions assistive technology and open source accessibility solutions.
Okay, and Nathan Chung, cybersecurity inclusion advocate, highlighted in podcasts and interviews as a digital leader, or I'm sorry, a global leader. I saw global and said digital. No idea why. As a global leader. What is wrong with me?
Mm,
Leader pushing for neurodivergence, divergence.
diversity.
Yeah, diversity. Why can't I talk? What is wrong with me?
You're crazy from the heat, Susie.
I guess so. And disability representation in cybersecurity leadership circles. His work shapes policies and inclusion programs for the disabled tech workforce. So
Hmm,
that's pretty cool. Okay, the next one.
all
Okay.
right. We've got Chieko Asakawa from Japan, blind computer scientist and IBM fellow, known for inventing the IBM homepage reader, a
Mhm.
popular web to speech tool for visually impaired users. Impact. She's widely recognized for breaking barriers in digital accessibility and advancing tools that help blind people navigate the web and the physical world. Very cool.
I know. Isn't that amazing? It is
Hmm.
amazing what people that are blind can do. And to be perfectly honest, I'm trying to think whenever I was in, I think the sixth grade and the eighth grade, I skipped seventh grade. So when I was in the sixth and the eighth grade, I had a friend that she was completely blind. She was born blind.
Hmm.
And her mother was born blind and deaf.
Oh
And
wow.
they did amazing things. And you figure that was how many years ago?
Yeah.
I mean, I was, gosh, 10, 11,
Oh
somewhere in there.
wow.
Yeah. So, I
Oh,
mean, that's
so just a couple weeks ago then.
yeah, a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I
So,
tease Susie all the time. I call her young lady because she's like 4 months younger than me.
yeah. Yeah. He's ridiculous. Yeah. Deborah from the US, profile founder of Tech Access, a company that designs IT solutions and ensures compliance with Section 508 accessibility standards. Also chairs the UN's G3 ICT, is that what it says? Employability Task Force. Okay.
Hmm.
Impact pioneering advocates and technologists with a disability and driving global policies, practices that expand across or expand access in tech for people with disabilities.
Hmm.
She's got purple hair too. There's a lot of them
Yeah,
that got purple hair.
I noticed that.
Yeah, seems to be the color.
I think so. Then we've got Davey Winder from the UK. He is a journalist and IT security expert who overcame severe disability following viral encephalitis,
Mm,
authored multiple cybersecurity books, and appeared in major publications like Forbes and The Guardian. In Impact, he demonstrates the power of intelligence, using his story to inspire and educate while contributing deep technical insight into security culture. Hmm,
yep.
good
Let's
stuff.
see here. Now we start the ones that Susie couldn't get. Well, the first one, we don't have to read his. I was supposed to take that back off. So it
Oh,
was kind
okay.
of a,
So that's just a repeat. Yeah.
yeah, it's a repeat. I'm gonna
All right.
turn that off so I can see. Disability and neurodiversity advocates in cyber. So again, it is going to talk about this Lisa Ventura, but it says while not all are disabled themselves, these leaders advocate for and enable the inclusion of neurodivergent and disabled individuals in cybersecurity. Lisa
Hmm.
Ventura from the UK awarded the MBE for her work combining ADHD, autism, Dyspraxia Advocacy and Cyber Inclusivity highlights how neurodivergent skills, pattern recognition, hyperfocus, detail orientation are vital in cybersecurity.
Hmm.
And James Brashko, I can't remember how
Brashko?
I heard. Yeah, Brashko, I think Brashko.
Yeah.
Uh, VIA Auticon, KM or KPMG UK, autistic cybersecurity consultant placed by Auticon, a consultancy hiring autistic adults. Brashko Superhead's real DevOps work and benefits from structural accommodations to succeed. I think that it's
Hmm.
actually so amazing that in this industry, the cyber, tech type industry,
Mm-hmm.
that their disability actually works in their,
In their
favor.
favor. Yeah,
Yeah. And I was
absolutely.
reading a thing that was talking about that they know that there's like so many more people out there that would be great for this kind of field, but
Mm-hmm.
they don't realize it. They don't have the people backing them and telling them you can do it, you can do, And so
Right.
so many people just still think I can't do it, I'm this or that, which is so sad
It
that
really is.
they really have things, especially like, autism and that kind of thing that would
Mm-hmm.
help them, and they still think that it's a hindrance, and it just is
Yeah.
so sad to me.
I notice as time is going by more and more, though, it's becoming more accepted.
Yeah.
At the place I used to work at, we had an IT guy and he was
Okay, we already went
brilliant.
through this.
But he didn't have a whole lot in the way of social skills. But
Yeah.
man, oh man, he was just a genius when it came to IT. He was so good.
Some of these are doubled up, so maybe I didn't need pictures of some of them. Hold on, we'll get there. Okay, yeah, this is
No worries. All right. So insights and sector trends. Reports estimate nearly 88,000 disabled people are missing from the UK's tech workforce, highlighting an urgent underutilized talent pool.
Can you
Well,
imagine? There's
yeah,
88,000 people. Like,
no kidding. Experts call for reconfiguring recruitment, performance feedback, and workspace design to better support ADHD, autism, dyslexia, and dyspraxia in technical roles.
mhm.
These leaders exemplify how disability and neurodiversity are strengths in areas like cybersecurity and accessibility innovation. They help design systems that serve everyone and improve organizational resilience. Would you like deeper bios or quotes from any of these figures? Inf-
I
Information on
didn't
specific inclusion programs?
yeah,
For
I
example,
didn't
for
put that part
autistic
off.
cybersecurity
Yeah.
professionals, or resources for hiring or mentoring disabled technical
I
talent?
think that it's just so cool. I
You know,
really
I, I
do.
I personally, as an HR professional, would love to learn more about this because, one of my specialties is training and development.
Yeah.
And I'm always looking for, new insights into how to improve, as an organization, improve
Mhm.
our
Well,
uh,
go to
employability and
ChatGPT and ask
retention.
them for what you want, and they will bring
Yeah.
it to you. That's where I get all of my resources, like my,
Really?
all the places that I give for people to call if they have, if they want to leave a cult or if they, are
Mm-hmm.
having problems with anxiety or depression or suicidal thoughts or any of that stuff. I ask
Mm-hmm.
ChatGPT and they have it ready for me in like literally 6 seconds.
Oh, wow.
So just ask them exactly what you want and they'll get it
Okay.
for you. They will.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, it's awesome for that kind of stuff. I don't really trust it for like, um, I sometimes I'll kind of use it as a tool. Like I'll say I'll ask ChatGPT things like, "What are the top 5 most dangerous cults?" And then
Mm-hmm.
they'll give them to me, and then I go and research them other
Right.
places
Yeah.
because what happens is, they'll get stuff wrong. Like I was looking at one deal the other day, and they were saying that the food truck cult that we just covered a few days ago, that
Mm-hmm.
was part of a whole other cult, and I was like, are they, like, attached? And so I
Mm-hmm.
went crazy down a rabbit hole for probably 2 hours trying to prove that they were attached, and they're not. It was just
Tricked
a
by
mistake.
AI. Who'd have
Yeah,
thought?
yeah. So I don't
Yeah,
always
my
use it for that, but, like, for
excuse me.
resources, I use it for my pictures that we use for our thumbnails, that kinda stuff.
Yeah, my experience has
Great.
been ChatGPT has it's come a long way. It's gotten a
Yeah,
lot better, but it's still got a little ways to go. It's kinda hit or
yeah,
miss.
yeah, it
But
is.
yeah, some of the stuff that you do with it is just fantastic.
But, like, I just I'm still real nervous about it for, like, anything that's, like, facts, and,
Mm,
but I do ask it questions like I said, "What's the top 5 of this?" Or, "What's the oldest known cult in history?" That kinda stuff,
mhm.
it can give me that kind of information, but I don't trust it all the time. Maybe someday, maybe
Yeah,
someday I
maybe.
will.
Yeah, like I
Yeah,
say, it's getting
okay,
better
we
all the
already read
time.
that one too. Boy, Susie
Yeah.
was not good at this one. I had, like, half of the things I put on there we already had.
Yeah, that's
So let me grab these others, the YouTube ones. These were the ones I was not the most excited about, but kinda, you know?
mhm.
Let's see here. I need to grab them. What in the world is it doing? Hold on, I'm sorry. Okay. Let me just grab these real quick. If I hit the right buttons, it goes fast. I just still wish that StreamYard would let us put more stuff up at once because we can only put like if there's me, you, and Mischief in here, I can only put 7 things up. So it's like,
Yeah, I sent them a little note because 'cause they're always asking for feedback, fat creators,
mhm,
as to what we think about it, and I did tell them, expand the board so that you can put more up
yeah,
at once.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Okay,
So
just
we'll
a
see if
couple
they hear us.
more. Yeah, I need to do that too.
Mhm.
What one did I just put up? 11. Okay. I start to get a little bit faster at this, and then I don't do it for a few days. I don't put stuff up, and then it's like I am slow again. So I'm
It's
like,
all good.
okay,
You're
let me
padding
grab.
those watch hours. Come on, Cindy.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it is. Let me
That'll be
look
the
real
next
quick
thing they're
in there.
accusing you of.
Yeah, right. I'll be like, well, sure,
She
whatever.
doesn't talk. She just sits there and pads her stat hours.
Oh boy. Okay, so these are gonna be the ones, y'all, that hey, once upon a witness. Good to see you, Vernon. Actually. Okay. So these are YouTubers with disabilities that we should know about. Some of them are actually, if you see like a couple together, a lot
Mhm.
of them are interabled married couples. Like the
Mm.
first one, Shane Burkaw and Hannah. Well, she's Burkaw now, but it's called Squirmy and Grubs. It's one of my favorite YouTube channels to watch.
Oh, I've never seen that one.
So, yeah, it is Shane and Hannah, and they are called Squirmy and Grubs. And the reason they're called Squirmy and Grubs, I'm just going to tell about this one, is
Mhm.
because she squirms around in bed all the time. At night, she just is all over the place.
Mhm.
He, on the other hand, has SMA, and so he doesn't move. Where she puts him, he's there. He can
Mm.
move his head and stuff, but he's pretty much there. But what he
Mhm.
does is his hands they're bent under, and so
Mhm.
he keeps them kind of in fists. So if you like open his hands up, his hands are always sweaty and grubby. So
Oh,
it was just their little pet
that's
names
cute.
for each other.
That's
But I
cute.
thought it was cute that they kind of
That
shared
is
it with
cute.
everybody. So
Absolutely.
anyway, it says disability, spinal muscular atrophy, it's SMA. Channel shows their interabled relationship, daily life, and disability education, combats stereotypes about love, intimacy, and independence in the disabled community. It's funny, honest, and refreshingly blunt.
I'll have to check them out. That sounds
They
really
are
sweet.
hilarious. So much of it is just their normal life. They just do a
Mhm.
lot of vlogging where they're going around, the different things that they see or do or going to restaurants. It is so
Mhm.
funny though, because he'll go in and he'll like order a beer and they'll look at her like, can he have that? And she'll be like, yeah, he's 35.
Right. Good lord.
But he is small, because of his
Yeah.
but he doesn't let it stop him. He's written like 4 books.
Oh,
And,
wow.
it's
I
amazing.
love people like that. I'm looking forward to
Her.
checking them
And
out.
she's completely abled, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and beautiful,
Hmm.
absolutely beautiful, and nobody wants to believe that they're really married or that she's, you know, not in it for the money, and she's like, "He don't have any money." He doesn't even get disability.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he doesn't, qualify because of his income or something, so, yeah, I don't know what it was.
Why is it so difficult, Susie, for people
Yeah,
to believe that an abled person could love a disabled
I
person?
don't know. I
That
don't know.
that's sad to me.
Because,
But
I
they
mean,
have to
what
have
I
some kind
found
of
Methodist is
ulterior motive, you know, just
yeah,
can't be just love.
yeah.
That's silly to me.
I mean, and they've been together now probably 7 years or so. I mean, you
Hmm.
know, they've been together a while, and he's had, like, 2 girlfriends before her that he, you know, long-term girlfriends, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just I don't know.
Well,
He
there
does
must be something special about the young man, so
yeah, I could tell you what it is according to her.
people are listening, Susie.
Oh, I would just say that he got mad one time and said that everything except for his arms and legs and chest is normal size
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
and functions.
The secret to a happy life.
Yeah, I guess. But I thought it was kind
Uh,
of adorable that he
it
like
is.
like everything is normal, people.
Yeah. Well, just the fact that you can make fun of it, you know,
Yes,
and have a good time with it. I love that.
absolutely.
Next
Absolutely.
up, we have Ricky Pointer, whose
Yeah.
disability is deafness and chronic illness. She is an activist and vlogger who educates about deaf culture, accessibility, and invisible illness. She
Mhm.
talks openly about mental health, gender identity, and life as a disabled YouTuber. Huge advocate for closed captioning on YouTube. Yes,
Yeah.
you know, if anyone ever asked me, Susie, what my biggest gripe about YouTube is that the captioning is so I don't know if you've had this
Mhm.
experience, but the closed captioning is horrible.
It is horrible. I
Whoever
turned it back
whoever
off.
whoever's doing it, I literally have to turn it off because they don't even get
Mhm.
close on some of these
No,
words. It's horrible.
no. And I mean, I'm pretty, you know, okay with them messing up here and there, you know, because I know different
Yeah,
accents, different, you know, whatever. But it
right.
is bad, and it's
It's
to the point that I turned it back off, and then I feel terrible, but I thought, but it was terrible.
yeah,
They are
and
not
it
getting it.
actually it literally distracts you from what you're listening to because what
Yeah,
you're hearing and what you're seeing don't even match up. It's
yeah.
really bad. I can't imagine what it would be like to be a deaf person trying to follow these. Ugh,
I know. I
bad.
that's what I thought too. It is
Mhm,
insanity.
mhm.
Okay, so this one is Jessica Kellegren Fozzard, disability deaf, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, postural, I cannot pronounce that,
Tachycardia.
tachycardia, yeah,
Mhm.
syndrome, PTOS, or POTS, and chronic illness. She's
Wow.
a stylist. She's witty. She's a British YouTuber known for disability, history, LGBTQ, and visibility, and vintage fashion. You should have seen all the pictures that I had to choose from. I could have done a
Mm,
show on her alone.
wow.
She blends disability education with humor and grace.
Hmm,
And her show is
beautiful.
Jessica Out of the Closet.
Hmm. Next, we have Aaron Fotheringham,
Mhm.
Wheels, extreme wheelchair athlete.
This one had a lot
Disability,
too. Oh.
disability is spina bifida. He performs backflips, mega ramp tricks, and wild stunts in his wheelchair. Wow.
Yeah.
He was a wheelchair stunt double in the Nitro Circus and even a model for the wheelchair avatar in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Wow.
Yeah, can you
Huh.
imagine? I mean, that's awesome, all,
Yeah.
you know, without considering any kind of disability, you
You can
know?
tell he's a daredevil. That looks like a
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
hardcore wheelchair.
yeah. Oh, and you should have seen some of the others. I mean, some of
Oh,
them, I swear, they look like a jet plane or something. It was insane.
yeah.
I wanna go and, like, really check some of these people out.
Yeah.
So number 5 is Molly Burke, disability blind, retinitis
Retinitis
pigmentosa. Oh, yeah,
pigmentosa.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
if I could see it, I could maybe
That's
read it.
okay. What you
Retinitis,
got
yeah.
me for?
Yeah, motivational speaker and lifestyle vlogger, shares beauty tortilla
Tortillas. See, we should start talking about Mexican food. There we go.
Tutorials.
Damn you, chat.
I know, guys. I'm gonna just blame it on Ben. I mean, life hacks and honest experience about navigating life as a blind woman. Has partnered with major brands to promote blind accessibility and inclusion. So,
Hmm. And then we have Paige Lale. Her disability is autism, late diagnosed, and OCD. She educates on being actually autistic as a young woman, breaks down myths about autism, masking, stimming, and sensory overload. Also active on TikTok, where her bite-sized advocacy content went viral.
I'm hoping that I don't know if she's here today or not, but Amy, I thought that might be a channel that she could benefit for with their daughter because
Mm-hmm.
she's like 13 and she's just coming into her teens and all this, and I thought, well,
Yeah.
maybe this one might be really good for her. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
She looks really
I'll be
familiar. I
I
swear
know, I
I've
think
seen her
she looks
somewhere
very
before.
pretty and very familiar. First thing I noticed was that she's gorgeous. So was the other one.
Mhm.
And then the second thing I thought was, man, she looks familiar. She kind of does look a little bit like that Gabby Petrino or whatever that got
Oh, maybe
married.
that's who. Yeah, maybe that's who she reminds me of.
Yeah, she does kind of look like her in a way. That the big pretty eyes and the like little pixie looking face.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
So, anyway, so number 7 is Tommy Edison, the blind film critic. His
Hmm.
disability is he's been blind since birth. He reviews movies based on the sound, design, storytell, and dialogue. Also answers hilarious and curious questions like how do blind people dream? Or can blind people draw? Warm, funny, and eye-opening.
Hmm. Then we have Cheyenne Clearbrook, who's also deaf. She's a lifestyle and beauty content creator who also discusses growing up deaf and attending hearing schools. Uses American Sign Language in all her videos and advocates for more deaf representation. Was featured in the Netflix series Deaf You.
Mhm.
I
So
did see a little bit of
let's
that one.
see here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Maya Moore, Wheelchair Mommy. That's the name of her channel. Disability, paralyzed from the waist down, a T12 spinal cord injury. Shares motherhood, daily life, and adaptive parenting from a wheelchair. Her channel is small but growing and incredibly helpful for disabled parents.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Zach Anner has cerebral palsy. He is a comedian, author, and content creator. He shares hilarious takes on disability, dating, and fitness. Workout Wednesdays became iconic. He's known for being both heartfelt and hilariously self-aware.
I love it whenever I make fun of myself. So I don't mean that I want them to like make fun of themselves, but I think the more that we can kind of, make fun of ourselves
Be
and
self-deprecating. Yes,
yeah. I mean, not to a
absolutely.
point to where it's, like dangerous and,
No.
a downer, but I just think it shows a lot of just normal, it just
Mm-hmm.
very normal. I don't want them to
Just,
be down on themselves.
just don't take ourselves too seriously all the
Yeah,
time. Yeah.
absolutely.
Learn to laugh. Have fun
Absolutely.
with it.
Okay, so these are kind of long, and I'm probably going to have to let you read both of those.
Okay, no problem. So the first one is John Furness, widely known as the Blind Woodsman, is a Pacific Northwest-based artisan who transformed tragic loss into purposeful craftsmanship. He lost his sight at age 16 following a suicide attempt, and rather than surrender to darkness, he found clarity through woodworking. By mentally visualizing each project, then bringing it to life with his hands, he's created exquisite wood-turned bowls and art despite full blindness. Furnace or I want to say it's Furnice.
I think
Furnice
so.
and his wife Annie co-authored a memoir, The Blind Woodsman, one man's journey to find his purpose on the other side of darkness, sharing how addiction, depression, and disability paved the way for radical personal transformation and healing. He leads by example, not only in his studio but online. With millions of followers across platforms, he teaches audiences that physical limitations don't define ability. Some admirers on Reddit praised the precision of his craft while acknowledging the mindset shift he inspires. Wow.
His stuff is gorgeous, and I could not figure out how to shorten that, so I just added it all because
Mm,
everything I read seemed just as important as the last thing that I read.
it's good
It's just
stuff.
amazing.
There's got to be there's some irony there,
Mhm.
as he talks about um, feeling so lost in the darkness that you
Yeah,
want to take your own life, and then spending the rest of your life
yeah,
in darkness,
I
but turning
know.
that into light. I mean, that's amazing. That really is.
Mm.
About Boat Time, the YouTube channel behind the vloggery. Amy and Wes are the adventurous British couple behind Boat Time, the popular YouTube channel filmed from their 50-foot narrow boat as they travel the UK's canals and rivers. Living full time on the water, they share the realities of continuous cruising, everything from conquering tricky locks and exploring scenic stretches to handling the unpredictable challenges of life afloat. Beyond the boating, they are open about their personal journeys. Wes lives with extreme anxiety and often discusses how life on the canals can be both a comfort and a challenge, while Amy manages debilitating psoriasis, navigating the impact it has on her health while still embracing an active, adventurous lifestyle. These candid moments add depth to their vlogs, showing the resilience behind the serene canal scenes.
I
Hmm.
love that channel too. I watch it all the time.
Do you?
Yeah, I watch,
Hmm.
Shane and Hannah and this one, and then there's another one that's getting ready to come up on the first one, I think, on the next one that those are the 3 channels that I watch constantly. But
Oh,
their little narrowboat. Have you ever seen those that are all over like the UK? They're just like they're like 8 foot wide or something and 50,
I'm
70
picturing
foot long.
them kind of like those Viking longships that they
Yeah,
used to
yeah,
have. Yeah.
yeah, a lot like that. And it
Yeah.
is just it's amazing to watch, and they just go up and down these canals, but he works
Hmm.
from their boat because he has got such severe anxiety that he would just have multiple anxiety attacks, even medicated, if he was working in the office and stuff. And so he's got it now to where
Uh-huh.
just once or twice a year he has to go into the office for something. And the rest
But
of the time
again,
he can work from the
but
narrow
again,
boat.
that's taking a negative and turning it into a positive. So look at that.
Absolutely.
Look at
Yeah.
how happy they look. They look like they're living their best life for
Oh,
sure.
they are. They are very happy and they're young
Mhm.
and just I don't know, and they're vegans, and so it's real
Mhm.
interesting to watch how they do that. Because I mean, traveling around to still be able to find vegan options everywhere that they go, and,
Yeah.
so their
That's got to
favorite
be a
thing is
challenge within itself.
yeah, their favorite thing on earth to eat is chips or, French fries, and, so they have a little how we'll have, like, members and stuff like that. Well, they have people that buy them chips.
Oh,
So people will send them money to buy so they can have
instead of buy me a coffee, it's buy me some chips.
buy me some chips. Absolutely.
I love it.
And they've got their little dog that goes with them, and they used to have a rabbit that was on their boat with them, and they travel year round. A lot
Oh,
of people
wow.
only travel, like, in the good times of the year,
In
the
the
good
good
weather.
seasons, yeah.
Yeah, they travel year round, like,
Oh,
they'll be
wow.
on there in the winter,
Hmm.
with snow and ice and breaking the ice so they can get their boat through and everything, and it's crazy.
Wow.
And sometimes his anxiety, you can really tell it even there,
Oh,
even with
even
just
just
the
the
2
2
of
of
them.
them? Yeah.
Yeah, things that
Yeah.
go on. So this
Hmm.
top one is another one, and then the
This
second
is
one is our, Michaela, and the 3rd one I watched. So I watched both of these too, and then Michaela, I watch
well,
all 3 of these, so
you're contributing to my delinquency, Susie, because you're making my YouTube list even longer than it was already. I should just
now
get rid of cable because I don't even watch TV anymore.
yeah,
This
I'm
is all
probably gonna have
YouTube.
to let you read these because they are
Yeah,
awfully small, but the
no
first
problem.
one, her name is Tiffany Thanks, and she's actually in her 30s. She's in the UK, in London, actually,
Mhm.
and she has, cancer. This is about the 3rd time that it has come back. Um,
Mm.
she's about the same timeline as me, really, like, not the
Mhm.
1st one, but the 2nd and 3rd. And,
Mm.
as far as that but anyway, she had to literally have and I cannot remember, and I was gonna write that down, but she had a surgery where they had to take, like, well, she now has one of those colostomy bags because they
Mhm.
had to take, like, her, uh, colon and all that, but they had to take her female parts, her reproductive parts, they had to take part of
Oh,
her liver, they had to, everything, and then it
and
came
she's
back.
only in her 30s?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
wow.
then it came into her lungs,
Mm.
and she's so far, knock on wood, she's beat that, and now, bless her heart, it has got underneath her clavicle,
Oh, God.
and the place where it's at, because of where it is around a major artery and everything,
Mhm.
it's inoperable.
Oh, no.
And so we don't know. We're really worried this time.
Oh,
Before they could
God.
always do surgery, and this time they can't. But she is a really good one. If you want
Mhm.
to see somebody that I mean, she'll break down every once in a while, but she is
Mhm.
amazing. And she
Yeah.
lives in London, but she's from Sri Lanka. Her family is from she was born there, but she was raised in London. But
Okay.
they're just they cook, she's engaged, and he cooks, and they just show all kinds of, I mean, it's just life. It's just absolute life.
Wow.
But anyway, you might wanna read that one because I know I
Sometimes
could
life
too.
is. Oh, so she's a cancer survivor, vlogger, and advocate who shares her intimate cancer journey through candid YouTube videos.
Mm.
With over 110,000 subscribers, she documents treatments, scans, emotions, and daily life updates, building a supportive community by offering transparency and hope to others facing similar health challenges.
Another thing I
I
was going to
applaud her.
mention, which comes right along with Michaela, is
Mhm.
that Tiffany actually has, some trolls, some snarks,
Mhm.
and her channel is called Tiffany Thinks, and they have named theirs Tiffany Stinks. And they claim that she doesn't have cancer, and just it is vicious,
Oh my
vicious, and she's
God.
been dealing with it for about 6 or 7 years with this group,
Just breaks
but
my
she
heart.
just tries to ignore them as much as she can, so
Mm. So the next one is our dear Michaela Ann Rains. She was an American wildlife rehabilitator and YouTuber, best known as the founder and CEO of Save a Fox Rescue, a nonprofit dedicated to saving foxes from fur farms and pet surrenders. Beginning her journey at age 15, she built a sanctuary in Minnesota, later expanding to Florida, amassed over 2.4 million YouTube subscribers, and rescued hundreds of animals. And of course, we know her tragic story.
yeah.
Cole and Charisma Sidnor are the
Mhm.
dynamic duo behind the popular YouTube channel Roll with Cole and Charisma, where they share their interabled relationship as an openly disabled. Cole is a C5, C6 quadriplegic and able bodied couple. Launching the channel in 2018 to answer friends' questions, they've since grown a community of over 300,000 subscribers by vlogging their daily adventures, from accessible travel and smart home tech to caregiving routines and real life challenges while promoting disability awareness and representation.
They're another one that's absolutely wonderful. Those 3 are just, wonderful, I'm
I
sure
mean,
they
just
all are.
inspirations in their own rights, every one of
Yeah,
them.
and the
Yeah.
reason that I added Tiffany to that is just because she is, so chronically ill. So
Yeah.
I put that in there too. She is listed as disabled, just like I am, just for chronic illness.
Hmm.
Um, I don't mean that just for chronic illness,
Well, no.
but anyway, she's a optometrist, and
Hmm.
the minute that they like tell her that she can go back to work, she does, and then it seems like no more that she gets back to work, and here it
That's
comes back,
bad.
and so she has to quit again, but she just I tell you what, they are something, all of them,
Hmm.
and I know that the ones that I don't watch yet are too, and I'm going to watch them, and
Yeah.
I mean, as you saw, the ones that I do watch, it's all different kinds of disabilities and lives and, all this. I don't even know how I got drawn in on them, but that's my addiction.
Right.
If I'm not
Well,
watching, you know,
because it's real, Susie. That's
yeah,
why. I mean,
and
watching
they're
people's
amazing.
real journeys
Yeah.
is fascinating, and it's not, reality TV, which we all
Uh-huh.
now know is mostly scripted
Yeah.
anyway. This is just real people living their lives, and
Mhm.
the joys and the obstacles and everything that people go through. I mean, it's real.
It was really cute because with Tiffany, her, boyfriend, fiance,
Hmm.
he took her on, like, a picnic to propose to her,
Hmm.
and, anyway, he what was, like, one of their I don't know if it was their first date or one of the very first dates or whatever, it was they had this picnic, and so they went back
Hmm.
there and was having this picnic, and she really wasn't expecting it, and he snuck and got the camera set up so that he got it on film, but he didn't do a very good job, and it's like you could see, like half of a face or something. I said, "He's not the techie in the family, obviously." Plus, he was
But
probably trying to do it without getting caught, so
sure, but I find that so endearing.
I do too, I do
I really
too.
do. That's
They're
wonderful.
really good, they're all good, and, like, sometimes it's kind of boring just like anybody's life, you're kinda
Well,
like,
yeah.
"Okay," but I always go
Hmm.
back, I watch it anyway just because they're
Hmm.
so anyway, I'm gonna check with these starred comments. Mischief says Ms. Ventura is correct. Some of those skills would be perfect for cybersecurity. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely. No doubt.
Hmm.
Says Lori says, "Oh Lord, MBE beyond me." That rhymes though. I'm not sure.
She's speaking in code. Are you speaking in code,
Speaking in
Lori?
code, Lori.
That's what happens when we jump into the middle of a conversation.
Yeah. Whenever I see what they're talking about, I'll be like, "Oh, okay, she's talking about."
She says, "You mean I need to
So
be brilliant and neurodivergent? Turn
yeah.
it." And
Oh
Lori's on a roll tonight.
yeah.
I told you, Lori's a lot of fun. We love her.
Yeah, Scientology doesn't believe in disabilities. I don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. You know how they are. I mean,
Hmm.
clearly if somebody is paralyzed, they have to believe in that, but they like to make the abled more able.
Yeah.
So,
And I think the whole thing with Scientology is that if there's something wrong with you, that's something that you pulled in,
yeah, that you did it
which
yourself.
is ridiculous. But
Yeah. Is there such a thing as a blind Scientologist? Probably not. I don't know. I've not heard of one,
mm-mm.
but I don't know.
It's a good question.
Yeah, Lori says Shane's cute though, for real, not to be weird. I'm an old lady. He is cute. His
Yeah.
personality, he is such a cutie
Hmm.
and a smart aleck. Have you ever seen a Scientologist using a wheelchair? No, but I've seen him using a walker and a cane. I don't remember seeing a wheelchair, but I've seen walkers and canes.
Yeah, they tend to keep those people behind closed doors as much as
Yeah, I'm
possible,
sure.
which is a shame. I'm very endearing. Yes,
Yeah.
you are, Carrie.
She says it's very endearing. Sure. I think we got it right that
Uh-huh.
first
Yeah,
time.
we were having a conversation in the mod chat earlier about
Yeah.
typos, and I think
Yeah.
she was playing along with that game.
I know. It's like, guys, I mean, Carrie will learn that you have to be able to read Susie, because you just never know. You just never know what I'm gonna
Mhm.
like type and like I'll type something and somebody will be like, "What?" And I'll be like, "Just ignore me."
Yeah, you had a really
So,
good one yesterday.
I don't even know what I was
You were just
saying.
after the 3rd try, you were just like, "You know what? The hell with it. I'm done. I'm
Yeah,
not even gonna try."
I don't know.
Yes, we
Uh,
take the brain fart to a whole new level. Lori says,
aw.
"I like him. He's all tie-dye all the time, and his wife is cute with him. He
Yeah.
educates on Braille and accessibility."
Yeah, that's the woodsman, I think, right? Because I think I've seen him in tie-dye and stuff all the
Yeah, I
time.
believe so.
He'd get along with Dusty. Says, "Yeah, I think Scientology peeps are notoriously not very welcoming on disabilities."
Yeah.
The old "why'd you pull that in" thing. Exactly.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, Mischief says, "Not that I'm aware of," you know, Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what they'd do if one of their execs lost their sight. Probably just boot them or send them to the
probably
RPF
boot
or
them. Yeah,
something. Yeah.
exactly.
You'd probably be in trouble because they would say you pulled something in.
Mhm.
I follow Anthony Ferraro, who was in town at the center near me, blind and a skater guy with long hair and a beard, and his wife is a little girl.
Yeah, it's a
Really,
little
I
girl.
think I
Yeah.
actually that was one of them that I saw yesterday or something. I literally saw like 2 or 3 more
Hmm.
YouTube creators that I thought, "Oh, I need to add those," and then I've just gotten so busy that I didn't get them
Hmm.
added on there, but yeah, if you all see any, let us know. Vernon says, "When I was a member of Jehovah Witnesses, the organization used to produce their version of the Bible in Braille." That's cool.
Oh
I mean,
wow.
that is cool.
Hmm.
So, I mean, that really is.
Hmm.
Yeah, Carrie says that her husband was raised Jehovah Witness.
Mm.
Mischief says, "Rest in peace, Michaela." Yeah.
That was such a tragic story.
Mary says, "I know of another cancer survivor in a YouTube channel who's also really honest. I can't remember the name, something about
Oh.
coffee. I think I remember that one too.
Mm.
And then there was another one that was the Pog family or something like that, or the Pog. It was Pog something. They've got several different channels, and I'm not sure which one was when she was there. And
Sweetie,
I,
I think
and
she's
I
talking.
watched
I think she's talking about you
it.
in her mere way.
No, I was not reading that. But no, there is another one I think that is like I don't know about the coffee part, so yeah.
Mm.
But
Hmm.
yeah. But yeah,
Hmm.
this Pog family, and she ended up passing. And what she died from was from skin cancer.
Oh,
So yeah. Which is what they said Kelly, what's her name? The singer. Oh man.
Clarkson.
Yeah, Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband died from skin cancer.
Hmm.
Isn't that sad? We don't
Yeah.
hear as much about that.
No.
Yeah, that's cool that they started a channel to answer their friends' questions.
Mhm.
Cole and Charisma also have to deal with a lot of trolling nonsense. Yeah, Evie, you're right. It's sickening. They're amazing.
I
They are
just,
amazing.
I just don't get it.
It's really
How many more
sad.
people? How many more people have to die
Yeah,
needlessly just
yeah,
because people have nothing better to
I
do?
know. It makes me
It's
absolutely sick.
God, it really does.
Yeah, I know. It does. It makes me sick. Cole, he was just like a regular teenager doing regular teenager things, and he jumped off of this rock into this pond or lake or whatever. I don't know there where he lived, but anyway,
Hmm.
and he had been doing this for years, and for some reason that time he hit something, hit his head on something and ended up a quadriplegic.
Oh
And
God.
my daughter and I were actually talking about them out in the pool the other day, and I
Hmm.
said, I wonder, because I was thinking about the fact that he was about the same age as my
Hmm.
grandsons, and they have both gone through a big growth height just lately.
Hmm.
And I wonder if he got bigger. And so when he dove in, if he went further than he had all those other years. Because he said
Oh,
he dove in at exactly the same spot he always did. There
that
was like
could be.
his spot. And I just wondered, and I thought that is so sad. And that's something we need to tell our kids that,
Mhm.
you know, just because it was okay 10 times, 10
Yeah,
years in a row, it might not be this time.
exactly.
So scary.
Mhm.
But he drives his pickup truck, he does everything. Now his hands don't work like they go like this. Like he
Mhm.
can't. But he can kind of move his arms around, and he'll kind of like hold a cup so that he can drink from it with a straw and stuff. So he can
Mhm.
do things, but people will sit there and say, "You're not a quadriplegic. You can move your arms." And he's like, "But I don't have that." He says, "I am a quadriplegic." I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I know what I am. But,
Mhm.
he tries to explain it too, that, it's not about if you can move it, it's that if
Yeah,
you have control, and it's just awful.
it really is.
Yeah. Yeah, I keep seeing famous people funding huge rescues now, like Steven Tyler, and I forget who else. and people like Michaela have helped make these animals safe. Lori, you're absolutely right. And
Yes.
oh, it absolutely infuriates me
Mm-hmm.
that snarks on Reddit caused that. And then for them to come on and say, her husband said that it might have had something small to do with it. No, he did not.
No, he most
He
certainly did not.
said they did it, she had depression, but you know what? She had depression for years, and
Yeah.
and they just hammered at her and
And that
hammered at
just
her.
pushed her over the edge.
Yeah. Why
Tragic.
people would want to attack somebody that already had, well, I don't know why they'd want to attack anybody anyway, but you know, that already has depression and issues like that. I don't get it. I just will never, ever, ever
Me
get it.
either.
MBE, some kind of award like being knighted or made a dame.
Hmm.
I still don't know what we're talking about. Now I
Mhm.
want to know. We'll find out later, I'm sure. Mare says, "Oh my gosh, I looked up MBE and I already forgot what it means." Yeah, and then Mare's like, "I can't believe Susie missed that reference." I don't think of myself. Like I don't think, I I I don't like to. Like I
Mhm.
forget sometimes that I have, like, I know I have a channel,
Mhm.
but when I hear like people say that like I'm a YouTube creator or something like that, I don't think of myself, and yet
Right.
that's what I am. That's
Right.
what my W-2 says. Or not
Mhm.
W-2, whatever it is when you're a independent whatever,
Mhm.
but yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it says, content creator.
Mhm.
So I guess I am.
I know. Even when I say that, I say, I'll say it like, we creators or something like that. It
Yeah.
makes me feel cringy because I'm like,
I
I'm not a
know,
creator.
doesn't it seem weird? So that's why I
I'm
don't
just a
even get it.
guy.
And, like, because I am, like, kind of fangirling over some of these other channels
Yeah.
that I watch. And, I mean, like, even, Mental Health Matters, like, I think that Keela is absolutely killing it. I think that she's great, and I think of her as, like, a content creator,
Mhm.
but I and
But
it
sweetie,
doesn't
you
even
have
have to
almost
do
as
with
many
her.
subs as she does.
Yeah, but it doesn't even matter the number of subs to me. I think it to me, it matters, like, what kind of a impact, like, they're making, and we're making a
Oh,
bigger one.
see,
We're making
I
a
was
bigger
gonna say you're selling yourself short, kiddo. You really are. You make an
It's
impact.
getting better, and wait till the next 2 or 3 weeks. I have got some really interesting shows planned. I really do. I'll send the mods I'll send them next week's, um, schedule, but I'm really proud of some of them. I'm kinda stepping out a little, you know?
Mhm.
Oh, and I was gonna toss in there, the, ugh,
Oh,
that teacher that murdered
oh,
that couple
yes,
in Arkansas.
yes,
He pled not guilty.
of course.
Yeah. But I'm
Remember?
assuming that he did that because that way he's hoping to get life in prison instead of the death penalty.
Right,
But
and probably looking for a long, drawn out,
yeah.
trial that'll get him
Yeah.
television exposure, and ugh,
Mhm.
this makes me sick.
Yeah. I told my dad and I were talking about that case today, and I said, if I was him, I mean, honestly, I'm trying to ugh, put myself in his creepy ass self. But if I was him,
Mhm.
member of the Order of the British Empire, thank you.
Oh, okay,
Member of British Empire, yes, thank you.
okay.
But anyway, so I was trying to put myself in his position for a minute, and I
Mhm.
was like, I would rather have the death penalty because he is not going to do well in prison.
Oh, no.
I
Mm-mm.
mean, first
No,
of
hell
all, when they find out that he's like a pedo,
mm-mm.
he
Yeah,
is not.
he'll have to be in isolation or they'll kill
And
him in pretty short order.
yeah, I
Yeah.
said I would rather be on death row and say, "Hurry, let's do it,"
Mhm.
because he is not gonna have a good time, and I could not care less, and if that makes me a
Right.
bad person, then it just does.
There
'Cause
are some crimes that are just unthinkable.
I don't know
Unthinkable.
why that one bothers me so much other than the fact that these people were just out with their children having a good
Yeah,
time, and
right.
they are literally just butchered, and that is not right. That is just not right.
Mm-mm.
So, but
No, it
anyway,
gives me the creeps every time I think about it.
I know it, me too. So, thank you so much for being here again. I really do appreciate it. I actually have a day
Mhm.
off tomorrow. I'm going to try to force myself to actually take the day off. I was trying to work days off into my schedule, and then I'm like, but I want to do this show and I want to do that show.
When is your trip? It's coming up, isn't it?
The 29th, which is
This
Mark's
month?
birthday.
Oh,
It's like 2 weeks from
excellent.
today, I think.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, I'm hoping that everything goes well. You know, my husband, my uncle is having heart surgery Monday. But I
Oh,
think I don't mean this like that sounds, but I think it's just an angiogram to try to find out what's wrong. And
oh,
so I don't know when they're gonna fix what's wrong. I don't know if they'll
right.
take him right on in and do that,
Yeah.
or, I don't know what's gonna happen. So, it's gonna be a little bit different trip than we were planning. My dad has decided not to go, so it's just gonna be me and Mark and his sister Karen. And, we probably won't be spending as much time with my aunt and uncle,
Mhm.
but, we'll see them some. I mean, but I don't wanna, like, you know, bug him. I mean, he needs to heal.
Sure. Yeah, right.
So, but
That's
anyway, if
good.
anybody knows any great things to do in Rapid City, South Dakota, or good places to eat, like, maybe some cheese enchiladas.
Or some talk.
So, we did find a couple places, one that has supposedly the best, uh, fish and chips in the state, which I don't know.
Oh,
I'm like, "Okay."
I love me some fish and chips.
I do
Be
too.
interesting.
We found a
Yeah.
place that has a lot of, like, game type, stuff, so we're gonna
Oh, okay.
check out some of that stuff too. But
Sounds like
anyway,
you're still gonna have fun.
yeah, I think so.
Good.
So, anyway, but thank you guys. Thank you so much, John. Thank you, Mischief.
Yeah, no
Love
problem.
you. So, I
Mhm.
appreciate it, and I will be back Sunday with a little, bougie
Ah,
on temptation.
all right.
So that ought to be interesting. So
Boogie's
I
gonna
will
take
see
us to
everybody.
church.
Yeah, she's gonna take us to church. I don't think it's gonna be a real long one. She's trying to keep them in the 20-minute or so range, 20 minutes around there, and
You hear
that's
that, Mischief? I can
yeah.
see Mischief laughing in the background.
Well,
20
that's
minutes.
that's why we make Susan pre-record, just so that
Oh,
she
okay.
doesn't get off wandering off on, side chats and stuff. So,
Right.
yeah. So anyway, I'll see you guys in a day or two. I love everybody. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Yeah. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Hope you enjoyed the show. So glad you were here. We meet here most days. We're but first coffee and you're welcome here. We talk about hard subjects, but we also laugh a lot. If you have a loss or win, we will cheer for you. We're but first coffee and you are safe here. So hit those like and subscribe buttons, notifications set to all. You don't want to miss a show, because this is your home to y'all. So hit those like and subscribe buttons, notifications set to all. You don't want to miss a show, because this is your home to y'all.